Welcome back. So I want to dig into this question of the intelligence around this Afghan disaster. On the one hand, you have Biden, the Democrat, saying this was an intelligence failure. We were never told that anything like this could happen. And they basically told us that it would be fine to go ahead with the plan, a so-called plan that we implemented. On the other hand, you have Michael McCall saying today that the intelligence he saw exactly predicted that this would be the consequence. So someone here is lying. Here with us to help us figure it out, a member of the House Armed Services Committee, former Green Beret, who served 24 years in the U.S. Army, Florida Congressman Mike Waltz. Mike, great to see you tonight. Just before we get into the intelligence question, I think you were on this call today, this congressional briefing. You had Secretary of State Blinken, Defense Secretary Austin, Milley was on it as well. What did you learn from that call today?
Well, not a lot, Steve, to be honest with you. There was a healthy mix of excuses and finger pointing. The excuses that the Biden administration suddenly found itself trapped by a deal that was started under its predecessor. Yet, we should point out that they haven't felt bound by the Nord Stream 2, the Keystone Pipeline, the Iran deal, anything to do with Israel, aid to the Palestine. They had no problem ripping all those deals up. But suddenly, this one they felt bound by and was, had boxed them in. And then, to have Secretary Austin, a former general, sit there and just finger point and blame the Afghans as though this was just an Afghan problem. This is a terrorism problem. This is a global problem, and the intelligence community has been very clear. It will follow us back home. This thing's going to spread like a cancer. Yeah. What happens in Afghanistan doesn't stay in Afghanistan, and this is going to hit us at home again. But yet we just got a lot of excuses and finger pointing today.
So let's just go to that intelligence point. I think this is a really important story. You've got Jackie Speer, your colleague in the Congress, a California congresswoman, very clearly saying today this was a massive intelligence failure. The intelligence did not tell us and the Biden regime that this kind of thing could possibly happen. Your colleague, your Republican colleague, Michael McCall, saying absolutely the intelligence said that this would happen, and they went ahead and did it anyway. I think that's really crucial because it seems to me that if Biden is trying to blame the intelligence for this, and it turns out that he was warned that this would happen and did it anyway, that's a really important thing for us to know.
No, he was absolutely warned. And the Pentagon advised against doing this as well. The Congress was briefed that al-Qaeda fully intends to take advantage of the vacuum caused by Taliban advances to reconstitute. And I'll tell you, Steve, they're going to grow back like a weed and once again strike the West. This is a repeat of the Obama administration yanking us out of Iraq too soon, too quickly, recklessly. That led to the rise of ISIS, a caliphate the size of Indiana, and attacks across Europe and inspired attacks in the United States. That is all going to happen again, but this time it's going to be far worse because now the Taliban are armed with troves of heavy weaponry, artillery, armor, machine guns, ammunition, you name it, that we're going to have to fight our way back through to get at al-Qaeda. And we have no bases in the region. Afghanistan's surrounded by Russia, China, Iran, and a bunch of former Russian client states. We have nothing now to go back into. And so the intelligence has been crystal clear, and whoever says it hasn't been either wasn't there or is being very disingenuous.
Well, that's a polite way of putting it. Let me put it to you more bluntly. When Biden said on July the 8th that the intelligence was saying to him, that when it was put to him, the intelligence is saying, if you do this, the Afghan government will collapse, it'll be disaster. And Biden said, no, that is not what the intelligence is saying. Was the president lying?
Well, I think he's either clueless, lying, or just heartless, or all of the above. I haven't figured it out yet. But it's an important point, Steve, to understand that one thing Biden did inherit was Obama's foreign policy team. This is the same crew that played this playbook in Iraq that led to the rise of ISIS. And the Secretary of Defense, Austin, was the general in charge of the Middle East who had his own scandal for suppressing intelligence that said don't do this in Iraq. It's going to lead the rise of ISIS. And then we had the ISIS, and we know, the thousands of lives that cost around the world. So this is, Blinken was the Deputy National Security Advisor. Austin was in charge of the Middle East. Biden, of course, was the vice president. And all of their team around them, you would have thought would have learned from that disaster, and they're just repeating the same playbook. But this time it's going to be far worse.
That is a really important point. Thank you for reminding us of those important details about the mindset with which this has all been approached. It's really, really significant. Congressman Mike Waltz, thank you so much. Great to see you tonight.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.